Good morning. Well, today's Green Thumb segment is all about adding some winter interest to your pots. Ryan Bates from Lare Design Build is here. Thank you so much for coming in. What?
Ryan's not here.
Oh, no. Sorry.
They changed some things up on us, so we've moved some things around. But we do. Ryan will be here next week, though.
That's right. That's what you get when you get someone with blonde highlights reading a prompter.
Yeah, somebody forgot to type in the right name there. There's distinguishable differenures.
Well, show us how to do this.
We're talking about greens in your pots, which this time of year is a great thing. And this gives you some ideas what you can do with your greens. We got a couple centerpieces here you can put on your tables. You can actually have these indoors for your holiday parties, things like that. This one's got a candle. And just so everybody's these are actual cut from trees.
I can smell it.
These are actual live
with
greens.
smell-o-vision, it's wonderful.
And over here you can see a foam block, a florist foam block. That's, if you're doing a centerpiece like this candle, that's typically what you want to use. It'll hold some moisture, it'll help hold them. What also helps is using a product called Wilt Stop or Wilt Proof.
Okay.
You take it outside. Don't want to spray it inside, but they take it outside, spray it. What it'll do is actually preserve the greens, and you can have them well into next year, well into January, February. They should stick around. But I'm just going to kind of stick some of these in here. Kind of finish it up. We got started. There's not a lot of time to actually do a whole one on air. It takes about, Carrie Albers is our maintenance manager, and if anybody is interested in having us come out and do some of this for them, they can contact us at the shop, and Carrie will get in contact with them, and she can come out and help them decorate their pots, or they can bring pots into us. We can do them up for them. But it takes the pot this size takes about 20 minutes to a half hour for an experienced person to do it. So it's not something you can just kind of jump into. There's a little art to it.
Sure.
Some of the other announcements we have, you can use pine cones in these if you want to put pine cones in them. It adds a little interest. But I just want to let everybody know, next Saturday we got Santa coming out to the shop. Okay. Bring your kids out. We'll have some cookie decorating with the City of Cumming and the Kiwanis Club. Next Saturday is also our final day for the season. We'll be closing up for the season next Saturday, so if anybody needs anything after that, they can contact us by phone or by email.
Okay, great. Well, why don't we get to some of our questions? We have Lynn from Urbandale on the phone. You have a question about your maple tree, Lynn?
I do. I have a young maple tree that I started a few years ago with just, basically a branch my daughter brought home from Earth Day. That branch got damaged as it grew. The rabbits got to it, and I just kind of left it, and another trunk grew up. It's about 5 feet now, and the original one is still there, connected at the bottom, and I don't know if I should remove that and treat that bottom area. I don't want to leave it open, but how
tall is the one that got damaged?
Probably about 2.5.
Okay. Is the new one coming from the base?
Yeah.
What you want to do then is, yes, go ahead and cut that one, the one that got damaged. Just cut it off to the base. You're probably going to want to put some sort of stake along the new branch to kind of make sure that it grows straight and it gains some strength.
Right. We did all that, and it's all surrounded and protected now. So.
Okay. You should be fine. Just let it go. You'll probably have to do a little pruning to it as it's if it's about 5 feet now.
Yeah.
You'll probably start doing a little pruning to it. Take the tip back, because that's how you start to get your side branches, is by doing some tip pruning on it.
Okay. Okay, well, that sounds good. I just didn't know if I should treat that area that I cut off or not, or
no,
just leave it open.
Just leave it open. I always liken stuff like that to a wound on your arm. It heals faster and better if you leave it open.
All right.
All right, great.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You bet. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks for calling. Kathy from Grimes wants to know if she can cut back her burgundy rubber plant.
Rubber plant is, being a tropical plant, I don't really like to cut back a lot of tropical plants unless they really get big and out of control. And typically, the woodier the plant, the better. If it has a woody stem like this dogwood here, they typically do better. Rubber plant, I would say just leave it alone. Don't worry about cutting it back. If it's really, it's always better to see stuff too. If she's got a branch that's really out there that really kind of took off on her, send me a picture via email. I can kind of explain to her how to do it properly then.
All right, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Lyle. And, well, Ted Lare Design Build is closed for the season starting next week, right?
Starting next Saturday.
And then you can reach Lyle or anyone else at Ted Lare Design Build by calling or stopping by their website. Next week, living Christmas trees.
Well, and I think that one's actually changed too because they're kicking us out.
Our producer is fired.
Yeah. They're kicking us out of this spot next week for Toys for Tots. So Ryan didn't want to drag a big tree in here. So.
All right, sounds good.